The greatest thing we could ever do is to be able to tell the difference between our ego and our true self. So when people come to me for help, the very first thing I work on with them is to watch thoughts like a hawk. And any negative, fearful, judgmental thoughts, they have to replace them with truth. And over time, they start realizing that they are not the ones that is having the thought. They are the ones that are the awareness of the thoughts. They are the loving awareness, the divine spiritual being, that once you have that awareness, you can do something about those thoughts. So I also teach this to my grandchildren, and I have a 4-year-old grandson who was getting these pimples all over his body, especially under his chin. And even though we had researched it and done a bunch of different remedies for it, they weren't really going away. So one day when I was taking care of him and he was acting out, I put him in time out because he chose to follow his ego and not be his true self. And he couldn't get out of timeout until he said, "Mimi, I'm ready to be my true self." Well, after that, I realized that those bumps are actually coming from his anger. And so I told him that. I said, "Your bumps, your pimples, they're from your ego." And he fought me on that. I said, "No, Mimi, it's because of what I eat." And I said, "Oh no, I help heal a lot of people, and that is from your ego. It's from your anger." So I told his mom, I said, when you put him in timeout, put him in timeout because he followed the ego and not his true self. Don't put him in timeout because of what he did, okay? Because we want him to be able to recognize the difference between the two. And then when he does do things from his true self, like go above and beyond to reward him, to give him love, appreciation, attention, affection. So she really put this into practice, and within a week, just 1 week, all his bumps, all his pimples went away. So I would just really encourage you that the very first step, if you want to heal your mind, your body, your spirit, is to watch your thoughts and to realize the difference between the ego and your true self.